Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily for Thursday, August 25th, 2016. Today, Ronald Koeman done his pre-match press conference for the Stoke City game at the weekend and also gave us a transfer update. Let's do the Stoke update first, the Stoke press conference. Ronald Koeman confirming that Coleman is continuing to be a doubt for Everton. It looks as though he's out until after the international break. Well, he is, because he's out Saturday. So hopefully we'll see him back in contention for some time after the Sunderland game. It doesn't really cause us that much of a problem. Mason Holgate has come in and done really, really well for us so far. So it's not a massive miss, I don't think, at the moment for Seamus. Obviously, we will need him going forward, but at the moment, Holgate doing an excellent job there. Said there was slight doubts over Darren Gibson, Tom Cleverley and James McCarthy. So, we'd expect Gareth Barry to come back in there anyway. So, doubtful whether McCarthy would have started anyway. Knows it's going to be a tough game, of course it will be. Stoke always is. But I want revenge. I'm still fuming that they managed to beat us here last season with that last minute penalty. So I'm hoping we go out and get revenge. Ahead of the game, I'd expect Ashley Williams to make his full debut. Expect Romelu Lukaku to be fully fit. Expect Yannick Bolasie to make his full debut. So, Everton going into this one, trying to build on what's been a solid start. We win at the weekend, 7 points from 9 in the next round of the Football League Cup as well, with Norwich at home. I think it's been a really good start. If we can end Saturday night with 7 points out of the first 9, going into the final few days of the transfer window, I think Everton will have had a good start to the season. Moving on to transfers, Ronald Koeman today confirmed what we kind of known for a few days, and that was that the interest in Joe Hart has ended. He said there was never any interest. Yeah, okay, Ron. I think there was interest, but for whatever reason, Ronald Koeman ended that interest over the weekend. Both sides, I think, thought as though they may have a deal in place the back end of last week. That's been scratched now. Ronald Koeman has decided against anything to do with Joe Hart. So we move on. I think possibly people are talking about Begovic could happen, but reading between the lines and hearing one or two things, he may be that he thinks Martin Stekelenburg is the number one for the season, or certainly the number one till January, and see how he goes. He's certainly done well enough at the moment, but whether or not he can sustain that over the season, who knows? We've just got to trust Ronald Koeman and Steve Walsh. They know better than what we do, and he's quite happy with them. So there we go. Personally, I'd have loved Joe Hart. I think it'd give us it'd give us a bit of a leg up. I think he's still a good goalkeeper. Yeah, he's prone to mistakes, but I think he would have been either been a big name signing. There's no doubt about it. I probably expect Joe Hart to end up at Liverpool, to be honest now. Hearing one or two things that there could be some interest there. It makes sense. He needs a big club to go and play for, and if you go down the league, probably only Liverpool who've got, Karius is out for quite a few weeks, and I think they're not happy with Mignolet, so it kind of makes sense, but that's where it looks like that might happen. Everton have also today missed out on Lucas Perez. It looks like he's gone to Arsenal for £17 million, I think it is. Disappointing, but the way we are in the transfer window at the moment, where Everton are as a club, mid-table club last season, we're not in London. We've got no European football or Champions League football to offer these players. Yes, we've got money, but so have other teams as well. So it's going to be difficult. This was always going to be the most difficult window. It's frustrating, of course it is. I still personally think we need at least 3 new players in. I think he's kind of dismissed the goalkeeper. I personally still think we need a goalkeeper. We need a centre-back, there's no question about it. We definitely need at least 1, if not 2 centre forwards, and I would have liked the centre midfield player as well. I'm aware that I've just named 5 positions. I don't think we'll get 5, but 3. I would expect 3. I definitely expect right down the middle. I expect a centre forward. I expect a centre back. It wouldn't surprise me if Gezel, whatever you want to call him, came back on the table towards the start of next week. But for me, we definitely, if the window's shut and we've not added in the centre forward position, I will be very disappointed, because I don't think we can just rely on Romelu Lukaku to get us enough goals. I think we need more goals. We need a real viable option. Ronald Koeman isn't going to cut it. Despite his positive cameo against Yeovil on Tuesday, we need another top-class striker. I'd still go for Boney, because I still think Boney will score goals. He's there, I think he'll score goals. If not him, Slimani, if we could get him. But all of a sudden, you're running out of viable options. It's difficult to get someone who knows the Premier League and can score goals. Boney does, so he would be the one I would go for. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with Balotelli. Imagine that. But that's a position I think we definitely need to strengthen. I'd have loved another centre midfield player. We can probably get by without one at this moment in time. I think we definitely need a centre back. And maybe if he's not going to go for a goalkeeper, like I say, maybe someone like Jezel, a winger or something like that. But there we are. It's in his hands. He's saying 1 or 2. I'm pushing it to 3 or 4. Probably more out of hope than anything else. I just think opportunities always arrive towards the end of the window. So we'll have to see. Like Ronald Koeman said, we'll see where we are when the window shuts, and that's the way it is. I still think Everton need to move out probably 2, 3, 4 players to free up more of the wage cap. The wage bill. I think we all know that was going to be tight anyway. But I think you just need to get these players off. We don't want to be paying Nias. We don't want to be paying McGibbon. If they're not going to play. Maybe Oviedo is going to go out on loan. Do we want to be paying Gibson? If these players aren't going to play every week, do we want to be paying them that wages? I've said Gibson there. Maybe Gibson will be involved. I don't know, but we certainly need to do something, because you don't want to just be putting money down the drain, do we? So there you go. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Are you disappointed over Joe Hart, or are you just saying that's just Ronald Koeman? That's the way it is. Do we need a centre forward? What positions do we need to strengthen before the window shuts next week? There you go. I've been Baz. This has been the Everton Daily. We'll catch you next time on Toffee TV.